There are actually two other reasons why the new iPhone is using USB charging port, and they'll make you go, see me size Here's everything you need to know about iPhone 15 I'll simplify and summarize for you. Turn the CC if you don't understand my answers, you idiot. So, Apple just announced a new iPhone, the iPhone 15 and there are some surprises here. For a start, it's not more expensive than iPhone 14 say. So for the first time, you can say that it's a cheaper iPhone here. Since with inflation, by right, everything should be more expensive but there's a theory on why this happened. Watch to the end to know more about it. So in Singapore, it'll be released on 22nd September and will be priced between $1,299 to $2,639. The specs are better, but of course it's Apple so they have to use powerful adjective and then rename themes to make it more atas. Like calling nasi lemak the grains of the Sultan, with it described as fragrance rice wrapped in banana leaves and prepared in creamy coconut milk, served with hard-boiled eggs, whatever, an abe coconut rice, I say coconut rice So basically, iPhone 15 specs are better than iPhone 14 but some Samsung phones still can win it depending on how you see it. Talking about specs here, will sound like a billion ways to insult my friend Chen Zihao who is an iPhone user, so I thinking about specs first but there's something even more interesting. Finally, you can use an Android phone charger to charge the iPhone 15 like finally, iPhone is ditching its lightning charging port to the usual USB-C charging port that we all use for most of our other devices. So this means if you're an iPhone user in your office filled with just Android users and you forget to bring your charger, you don't need to head out to buy a new iPhone just to continue to use your phones
Hey, bodoh lah.
You're gonna say I'm stupid for buying a new iPhone 15 just so that I can charge it in a place full of Android users, right? Then I should just buy a new charger instead, right? No lah, I was just joking.
Hey, no lah. I know it's not easy to buy a new charger lah.
Then you come here for what Say I'm stupid and should buy an adapter instead
No lah.
Then why you here?
You could just buy a new iPhone 14 then throw away the iPhone 14. And you can charge your phone cause every new phone comes with a charger
Yeah, we're so smart, we are the smartest cat in the world. Yeah, but there are actually two reasons behind this. The first is something you might not have read. It's because of Europe. You see, last year, the European Union announced a mandate that all smartphone users should use USB-C as a common charging connector by 2024. It's to save the environment from having so many wires. And also, according to the European Commissioner, a common charger is common sense. Then why the do we still have so many different power plugs? Yeah, so iPhone can no longer give a special name to their wire and then price it differently. But here's another reason that you confirm didn't think of one. Do you know that the iPhone market share has increased faster than GST in Singapore? Just looking at US, because if you look at worldwide, it won't be accurate as iPhones are too expensive in lower income countries. So we must look at a developed country. In the US, back in 2015, the market share between Android and iOS is net to net one. But now in 2023, iOS is at 56%, while Android is at 42%. In Singapore, we have got more Android users, but you can see a trend of iOS users going up. You might not know this because we need to subscribe to and many other stats platforms to analyze and then do some big data analysis. So this is very exclusive info, which I hope other media who use this info will cite me. My name is Gamao. So based on the data analysis we do with BigQuery, it turns out that for every new person who switch from Android to iOS, there will be one less Android user in the world. And for every 60 seconds in Africa, 1 minute has shockingly passed in Singapore. FBI, open up! Yeah, so why like that? Simple the earnings from apps which you can say is service is much more profitable and grows so much faster. So if you look at Apple's revenue the growth of tangible products grow like our salary very slow. But the growth of intangible service grow like GST in Singapore very fast. You see service always earn more than tangible products. For example you take Amazon earn a lot from selling items, right? Yeah, the revenue for that is high but profit is slow. However, most of Amazon's profit comes from Amazon Web Service, a service-based thingy. This is why it's more important to get iOS users instead of selling the phone at a higher price. Now if you learn something, consider subscribing and also download our app which costs you nothing but you still have to pay AWS server fee. Also watch this video to be smarter.